Hi, my gorgeous, sparkly, scrumptious, delicious people. Welcome to my channel. I'm Emanuela Rose, aka Blue Angel, and this is my universe. Today is I just did another video. I cannot speak. I don't know what's going on with me. I think I'm just a little bit tired because I had a crazy night last night. It is January the 1st. Congratulations to us. 2023 is here. But yeah, I'm doing my vlog. I'm drinking my coffee. You know, we're still in Gibraltar doing the magical stuff. As you know, I am a postmodern sorceress, and I'm traveling the world in search of love and meaning. And I'm here in Gibraltar doing a lot of work with the spirits of the dead and with the spirits of the place and with the beautiful divine archetype energy and entity of Medusa herself. I'm just take a quick sip of coffee. I don't know what happened to me, baby. I was really on top of things yesterday, and today I just woke up totally discombobulated, like I'm coming down with something. But it is my time of the month, so I think it's just that, and my back hurts because it's like, you know, connected. So mommy's just like, Meh. I got the roller. Okay, so we're going to be doing, this is like a get ready with me, I guess, just like magical style. So we're going to do get ready with me, but like magic. All right, let's do this, baby. So let me unleash the Kraken. All right. So Medusa, you know, this is my Medusa, you know, who wore it better kind of a situation. This is my Medusa outfit. I want to talk about what I've been, I want to talk about my experiences here with the spirits, what I've been doing with the spirits here, and a little Gibraltar ghost story that happened to me. Little Gibraltar, several different ghost encounters. I've had so many ghost encounters here, actually. But I've had a few like really, really close ones. Like, I mean, not close ones. So, you know, the thing about me is I'm a necromantress. This is what I call myself. Not a necromancer. I'm a necromantress. My soul has been dealing with the dead for a long time. Many lifetimes, whatever you want to call it. I have been shown by my goddess that this has been, you know, this my job is working with the dead, with those with the underworld, those on the other side. So it's my entire life is just the dead, activity from the dead. So it's not like, oh, I had like one ghost encounter or anything like that. And I'm not a ghostbuster because I have a ghost friend, baby. You know what I mean? But here in Gibraltar, I had some very vivid visions, probably the most vivid visions of the dead, like specific people that, you know, I've never really had that before on this level. I've never had it before. I've had coded messages coming through to me. I channel a lot of inner voices from the mists of time. So I channel a lot of people from, you know, from ancient spirits and actual people who were around, a lot of feminine energy that requires some kind of justice still today. So this is kind of part of my job as a spiritual person. But yeah, getting those, yeah, my hair is not in the best situation today. So this is kind of part of my job, but I've had a few very specific channelings here. One of the channelings was, I had a feeling when I first arrived in Gibraltar, you know, I on purpose didn't research it for ghost stories or anything like that. I like make a point of doing that with everything that I do. That's why I'm mostly an independent witch or solitary witch. Not really witch, I really identify as a witch, but you know, whatever, like that's what people might call me. Because I just don't want to be suggested by anything. So when I arrived here, I wanted to, you know, I knew that I'd be connecting with the spirits of the dead. I wasn't sure who they were or, you know, what they might want. So I didn't want to like read any stories just to get like, you know, implant any suggestions in my mind. But one of the first weeks that I was here, I immediately, for the first day, I connected to the soldier spirits of the place, you know, the dead, the fallen soldiers, because this is a place of war and, you know, a lot of conflict and war happen here. So it's like one big war memorial to wars that have been happening here since basically, you know, thousands of years BCE. So it's been a long time. It's been a lot of that kind of tradition. So we've been having a lot of that. I immediately connected to the spirits of the soldiers. And there was another spirit that came to me, and I had a feeling, it was like an inner knowing. I was sitting on this bed. It was my first month in Gibraltar, and I just felt, and I remember thinking to myself, just sitting here kind of like musing, meditating. And I was like, yeah, it's all these soldier spirits, and I guess there just haven't been many witches here. And then like an inner voice told me, oh, haven't there? And I felt that there was a woman here in the 1940s. I just felt like a feminine presence. 1940s, maybe 30s, 20s, something like that. Like, British vibes. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So there was like a modern witch here. But then I was like, well, maybe I'm just like, with these things, you always need to, even no matter how magical you are, sometimes it really is just our imagination. So I kind of let it be. But I had a weird feeling, and I felt like that witch was very powerful, whoever she was. And so we kind of left it at that. Then, baby, a month passed, and I was busy doing my little tarot for you, my bibbies, on my other channel. I was reading the Love Tarot for you. I was exploring Gibraltar. I was exploring myself. So I just kind of let that go. I didn't really think about it again until on the 16th of November. On the 16th of November, I went out to give my offerings to the goddess Hecate, my mother. Also a goddess very much associated with the other side, the psychopomp goddess who carries people over to the other side into the underworld, the goddess of the crossroads. So I was walking on the streets of Gibraltar at a crossroads because I was going to offer offerings to my goddess like I always do. Every single year I do the same ceremony, the same offering, the same ritual at the crossroads. And I was recording a little video for you. I was recording a little video for you, and I was just saying, hey, hi, boo-boo, doing my ritual. And when I came home, a woman's voice, very like British, like extra British style, woman's voice said, I could hear that person, like the voice of a woman, when I said I am at the crossroads offering to the goddess Hecate. Someone says in the video, good luck. Like, no jokes. I didn't hear it when I was there. I didn't feel anything sinister. I only felt Hecate, but a lot of weird things were happening that night. And the entire video is like the voice is scrambled and everything. And the woman, like, really, she says, good luck. And like, she kind of says it in a passive aggressive way when I first heard it. So I came home that night and I replayed the video, not to see what happened, just to like, edited so I could put it on reels. Basically, like, it was super like random and like very like everyday stuff. And I suddenly hear this woman saying good luck. And the whole video is full of like bizarre interference and ghostly things and stuff like that. There's less control you have regarding the spirits that you meet, and we are encountering the goddess of the crossroads. So there's a lot going on. And I have replicated that situation. I've been down to the same crossroads again, and I've tried to record and in the same way, same circumstances, to see if the same thing happened. It wasn't. It's gone. The interference is gone. There's no ghostly voices, nothing. It was only that night. It was only that sacred night where I go to honor Hecate that this woman spoke. And I have a feeling, Bibu, that this woman was the witch that came to me, the one who said when I first arrived in Gibraltar that she was like, are you sure? Or like, was there no witches? I feel like she was. I feel like this is just what I channeled from the energy. I'm not, I have no proof. And maybe someone from Gibraltar knows like what, maybe they have a family member who maybe knew someone like that in the 1940s. I do feel like it was someone associated still with the military. I think this woman was like a radio person or someone who was dispatching people. And she had that, radio voice. You know what I mean? She's like out there in the ether. I think she does exist here at the crossroads outside my house where I met her. I think she had that voice, like she dispatched things, or she like there was communications to her. I think she's associated with some kind of a radio tower. That's kind of the energy I got from her. And before she spoke, there was like so much interference in my video. It was like radio interference, but it was like very spooky. That's never happened again in any recording that I've done in the same place. that whole night was like, the whole recording was just like off the wall. And when I came home at first, I was a little bit freaked out. I was like, oh my God, like the goddess Hecate, she's displeased with me or something. But then, the more I listened to it, the more I realized it was, and not to say like that I'm, so egotistical and so sure of my craft. They're like, oh yeah, the goddess herself has spoken to me in a human form. I do think it was one of the restless dead that I connected to, who are associated with Hecate and who are my friends. And I think that person spoke because it was necessary for her to say that. I did a tarot reading about it, and I did connect to her more afterwards. And what transpired from this energy is that she, it sounded passive aggressive to me, but I think she meant it in a good way. And she has come through for me as a friend here. And in the cards, she's always coming up as the Two of Cups. So this is, this is a friendly influence. This is a friendly witch who lived in Gibraltar in the 1940s or 30s, something like that. But I do feel like it was World War II. And she was a military person, but she was a witch. Secretly, she was a witch, and like a real witch. Like, I'm not a real witch, Pippi. I don't. I am a sorceress. This is what I identify as. I perform sorcery. I don't really do like a lot of. I do some witchy stuff, but I know we're like reclaiming the concept of the witch and stuff, but it's just like something that doesn't ring true to me to call myself a witch necessarily. I am a sorceress. That's what I feel. That's the term that I use. But I sometimes call myself a witch because, it's something that people understand. It's a very beautiful thing to call yourself. It's just not something that I necessarily vibe with. But this woman was like a legit witch. Like, she was a witch. And, I love that. So, and, she's here maybe teaching me to be a better witch or something like that. But this is my little, this is one of the spirits that I've connected with in Gibraltar. It was the first time I had a recording. I've never had a spirit record itself on anything. This is the first time. It was really, really amazing to me. All these energies here exist. Like, it's just like the whole place is just heavy with energy. I went to the same crossroads last night, actually, for New Year's Eve. I went to celebrate that with the dead. And I did invite also the restless dead to speak last night, but they didn't speak. I mean, they did speak to me, but it didn't really transpire on any of my devices. But I'm going to check them again tonight to see if maybe something does. But this woman for sure is here, and this is, maybe you're in Gibraltar. Let me know if you've seen this girl. I did encounter her in Eastern Beach. That's where she was at. I don't know if this was like a site before, maybe in the 1940s of something. Maybe that's why she's here, but she's definitely here. And I feel like that's her area. And this is kind of how I do my paranormal investigations. I piece things together. When an encounter comes through or someone wishes to speak, I then try and communicate with them and find out, more about their story and stuff like that. I've met a lot of people here so far. So she's one of the people that I met. And she's probably one of the most deeper kind of encounters that I've had, and the most meaningful, because it is someone who chose to be seen and heard on actual video. So I'm going to link the original video because I don't think I'm gonna be bothered to like edit this properly, but we'll see. Maybe I will. But if I don't, I'm gonna link my Instagram reel down below. Also, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Oh my gosh, baby. Mommy did a lot of work last night, baby. That was like a real Sabbath of the Witches last night is what it was. I'm telling you. It really was. I did the work. Today we're resting. So yeah, watch my Instagram reel on this if you have any questions about it. I'm happy to talk. Like, I don't, none of this is sensationalism. I don't do those types of videos. This isn't like, oh, ghost encounter kind of videos. This is like a genuine thing that just happens in my life, and it's no surprise because I do work with the dead. It's just like when it comes, like, I'm not out here to like catch a ghost or anything like that. I'm not trying to like dominate the spirits of the dead or anything like that. So I'm not that kind of a person or a magical practitioner. So I don't really try to like capture anything, but this one, like, wanted to be seen and heard. So that was a beautiful encounter. That was a beautiful initiation into the mysteries of Hecate for me as well. As always, it is a beautiful journey with my mother, the goddess Hecate. So that's kind of my story with regards to one of the ghosts from Gibraltar. I have another. I think the next one we're going to talk about is is Sergeant Anton, who has been with me here, who has been showing me around. We have him. He's probably around me right now. Maybe you can sense his energy. It's been really beautiful. So there you go, my baby. She is one of the ghosts who came through. Let me know in the comments below if you've had ghost encounters like this, if you've captured ghosts speak or ghostly apparitions on your videos. Was it spooky? Was it spooky? Was it reassuring? Was it sweet? Was it spicy? Whatever happened to you, let me know, my baby, in the comments below. I'll see you next time, my baby. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized, and may the angels protect you.